Hello everyone. Um, I had recently watched a movie which I really found is a wonderful piece of work, and I would really like all of y'all to watch this movie. Uh, but before you could watch the movie, I would here give you a quick movie review of the same so that you can decide whether you want to watch it or not. It's a movie not very recent though. It's filmed in the year 2016 and it was nominated for Oscar as well. The name of the movie is Lion. Well, the name suggests it would probably be a movie with a backdrop of woods, jungle, forest, with animals and people. Uh, but not really. It's a movie from a very different genre. Rather, it's a real life story that has been told in the movie. The director of the movie, um, Garth Davis, he actually started to think of making this movie on the very day he read an article about this in the newspaper. This is actually a real life story of a little boy of 5 years who belonged to a very, very poor family of India, basically from Surat. This little child, he got lost 1,000 miles away from his own house, from his own family, people, and city, to a different city with a different language. And he came to this new city, Kolkata, and he started walking on the roads, spending days and nights on the roads. His journey till here, and then from there again, the way he's been taken by a orphanage, and how he spends days in the orphanage, the ill treatments that happen there, the ill and the malpractices that happen there, that has also been portrayed wonderfully in the movie. There's a lot of pathos in the movie in the beginning, and then there is a very quick and smooth shift to another phase where we get to see the little child gets adopted by an Australian couple, where Nicole Kidman becomes his mother, Australian mother, and the child then starts being brought up there in their culture. He imbibes their culture, learns their language, and totally, when he grows up, he's a complete man. He's a wonderful man with all Australian culture, accent, the way he talks. It's a wonderful way that it has been portrayed. The stark difference of the initial stage, the way the movie starts, and then the way the movie shifts. And then again, while the movie keeps plotting ahead, we get to see that the boy, when he reaches his teens, he starts questioning himself and starts recollecting his days when he used to spend with his biological mother, his biological brother, and he misses them, and he feels like he is in a desperation to go back and look for them. He comes back looking for them, and this whole journey is all about the or is the whole movie itself. It The movie is wonderfully portrayed. The little boy, Sunny Power, who acted for the 5-year-old child, he did a wonderful job. It's just like a jaw-dropping task that he did. He had very little dialogues. He didn't speak much, but his expressions, the perplexing situations that he was put to, the way he succumbed to the new situations, everything, every little detail was wonderful. I would just give a small instance of the detailing of the director in the movie. The director made a wonderful relevance of the two sequence or the two situation. The initial situation where the child's mother used to carry rocks, and the little child wanted to help his mother and carried little rocks for his mother. So he picked up those little rocks and kept in his mother's uh, bucket. This was compared to the little pebbles that he kept collecting beside him when he was asleep on at the foot station of Kolkata. He was missing his mother and he did not know how to get back his mother. So all that he could recollect was gathering the stone and helping his mother. So somewhere there also he was just collecting small pebbles and keeping beside him. And then in the meantime, while doing this activity, he falls asleep. So this was a small thing that was portrayed so beautifully in the movie. There are many such little incidents that are very well portrayed in the movie. There's a place where the child is hungry and he gets to see from the glass window that a person is having food in the restaurant. He sees and he imitates the man, the way he eats. He picks up his spoon and then pulls it out of his mouth. The way the child was imitating his innocence and the pain wrapped around it, it's a marvelous collection. I love this movie because of the way it has kept the contrast, the way it has knitted it so very well. The cinematography is awesome, is outstanding. The child who had acted fantabulously. The one who assisted him in, or rather was a supporting actor and played the part of the senior Saru, that's the name of the child in the movie. He was fantastic. The emotional crisis that he was going through and the financial crisis that was there in the initial stage was so very well balanced. The movie starts rather from the time 1986. So the dress code, the city, the walk around ways, everything is so well synchronized according to the time uh, of 1986 that it is like you're bound to say hats off to them. The night from 1986, as moves ahead, they have like kept up to the level and kept up to the movement. They didn't stagnate the dress code or the picture. Everything moved according to the time zone. And at the end, the spark is at the end. They introduce the real characters from the real life in the movie, and that is something that one would look forward to after watching the movie. It's a wonderful package of emotions, and I think you must go for it. Well, but every movie comes with its own pros and cons. The only cons that I get to see in the movie is there's lack of humor, there's lack of entertainment stuff. It's more of a piece of art. If you consider it as a piece of art, it's marvelous, it's awesome. If you consider it to be just a time pass watch, just an entertainment watch, you might not enjoy at uh, to that level at the fullest. Thank you. That was my movie review. Well, I think I took a little more time than required.